What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Rogue Tuesday. Today we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play a Flareon EX deck. Now, we saw Entei kind of dominate the cities format. Not dominate, but it kind of showed up out of nowhere in the cities format. And we're gonna kind of take that concept and apply it to Flareon EX from the generation set that we're getting, or the generation mini set that we're getting out right now. And let's look at Flareon EX. He is our main attacker. It has 170 HP, and it has the ability Flash Fire. Once during the turn before you attack, you may move a fire energy from one of your Pokemon to this Pokemon. So this way you can move one off the bench, move it to the active, and you can start attacking turn one pretty easily with this Flareon. Now, is it the best attacker? Probably not, but we're here going to have some fun with Rogue Tuesday, play Flareon, because when other time can you play Flareon EX except for today? Now, it's really funny because the game 2, I think I forget what Flareon does, and I'm pretty sure it says at any you can always use the ability, but it's only once per turn. It's I don't know. I walked away from the computer, went to eat dinner, came back, recorded some more games, and then I realized I was like, oh yeah, you can't move all the energies. It's only once per turn, so remember that, once per turn. I kind of forget in game 2, but it's really funny because I'm like, oh yeah, duh, I forgot. But so Flash Fire, you move one energy from any Pokemon to this Pokemon. The Flareon could be on the bench as well. It could be anywhere. You can move energy to it. And it has the attack Blaze Ball. Does 50, and this attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So when you have 3, that's 110 damage. And you can knock out Shamans this way, which is what we're going to try to go for. Probably not the best thing. And also, we're going to try to two-shot EXs because we have a lot of HP. And you might be like, Squeaky, that's 170 HP. That's not a lot, but don't worry. I'll teach you how we're going to have a bunch of HP. 2 Entei, Flame Screen, and Heat Tackle. It's kind of for Regice. I mean, you can use Heat Tackle if you want to, but we're definitely going for the Blaze Ball, not for the Heat Tackle. So we got both the Flareons. Look at this. There's the full art, and there's the regular. They both look amazing. The full art looks a lot better. And 3 Shame to help set up to draw 6 cards into your hand, and that's all our Pokemon in the deck. We play 4 Acrobike, look at top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, discard the other card. 4 Max Elixir, which is really amazing in this deck. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck. You attach a basic energy card you find there to a basic Pokemon on your bench, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So what you could do is you can Blacksmith onto an active Flareon, then Max Elixir to the bench, and then use the Flash Fire to move it from the bench to the active Flareon to actually start Blazeballing turn 1, which is pretty cool. And also, you can Blacksmith, attach Max Elixir, move up to do 130, and you can see how you can start stacking damage up pretty quickly turn 1. So 130 turn 1 is amazing. And you might be like, Squeaky, that's hard. I promise. It's such an easy concept. 2 Max Potion. And Max Potion is kind of interesting right now, because what you could do is, let's say the active gets hit, and you have an energy on the bench. You can Max Potion the active, heal all the damage off it, use Blacksmith, put 2 fire energies from your discard pile to the active, then use the Flash Fire, moving energy from the bench to the active, and now once again you have this brand new fully healed Flareon that's still smacking their active for a lot of damage, which is a pretty cool concept. Not sure if it's the best, but we're going to see if it's going to work. 4 Trainer Spell, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put a trainer card you find in there into your hand. 4 Ultra Ball, 4 VS Secret to reuse supporter cards. Now, supporter line is kind of weird. If you saw the Entei video, it kind of mimics that. 4 Blacksmith is your main sort of attachment, and your main supporter card. I might cut one for a second Sycamore, but you have the 3 Shaman to draw through your deck pretty quickly, the 4 Acrobike, the 4 Trainer Spell, and all you really need to do every turn is a Blacksmith somewhere, and you're really good to go. That's what you're trying to aim for. Blacksmith says, attach 2 fire energy from your discard pile to one of your fire Pokemon. You attach it to a Flareon, you can attach it to an Entei, but just not the Shaman. 1 Lysander, I kind of want a second one, we'll see. 1 Sycamore, so you're playing 4, 5, 6, that's all you're playing, 6 supporter cards. 4 Scorched Earth, discard a fire energy from your hand to draw 2 cards, it's a really good, so you kind of see you have the Shaman, you have the Acrobike, you have the Trainer Spell, Scorched Earth. That's how you're drawing your cards, not really through supporter cards, but through these item-based cards. And we'll play 4 Fighting for your belt, yes, 4 of these guys. This makes it where your Flareons have 40 more HP, because if you attach to a basic Pokemon, they have 40 more HP. So now your Flareon has 210 damage. That's a lot of HP. And there's really nothing in the game that can do 210 HP, besides Vespiquen, Night March, Maybe a Evital with a bunch of energies, but for the most part, your Flareons aren't going to get one-shotted. So that's why Max Potion is such a cool card. And Scorch, combine this with, not Scorched Earth, with Blacksmith, you're really good to go. One Floatstone, and this is to put on your, if you start Shaman, you can maybe draw to the Floatstone to put on Shaman to retreat and attack turn 1. 2 Muscle Band, you still need the Muscle Band for the intake for Heat Tackle, 130, 150, 170 to knock out some EXs if you want to go that route. And also, you could use, use Blaze Ball. If you notice, Blaze Ball does 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So at 5, you do 15. But with the Muscle Band, you do 170. So it's, could help out that way if you need to. 2 DC because you still need the DC for the Heat Tackle. And with Flareon, you can have a DC and a Fire to do 70. Maybe that knocks out a lot of the basic Pokemon. So, basic non-EX Pokemon. There we go. And 10 Fire Energy. And this deck is pretty crazy. It's a lot of fun. Don't worry, it's not serious. I know you probably lose the Garbodor, you probably lose the Toad, but it's definitely a fun rogue deck. If you want to have some fun online, test this deck out. Try to see how fast you can get with some Blaze Balls. See how much damage you can do turn 2. You could probably double Blacksmith, put 2 Fire Energies on the put 4 Fire Energies on the active. And also what you could do, which might be funny, is you could have Shaman in the active spot, put a Flowstone on it, maybe 4 Max Elixir to the bench Flareon, double Blacksmith, attach twice or something. I don't know. It's so funny to see what you could do with this deck and see how much damage you could deal turn 1 or turn 2. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too crazy of an introduction. Like I said, it's not that serious of a deck. It's definitely more for fun than anything else. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, you're putting against Matcha Vanilla, playing a Water, Psychic, Lightning colors. It definitely is probably a Night March deck with Milotic. We lost the coin flip. Dang it. But we'll see what happens. Maybe get that turn 1 knockouts. Yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, so we get a Flareon. We get an Ultra Ball. If we get a Blacksmith, we can discard 2 of these Fire Energies. We can attack turn 1. Alright. So let's see. What does our opponent have? A Pikachu. So is this a... I'm not sure what this is. So Robosub comes down. Okay. Okay. Ultra Ball, go to discard. Time Pause on a Lysander. Grabbing a Shaman. That's good for us because we can Lysander those Shamans, take a knockout. Skyfield coming down. Shaman going to set up, draw 6 cards, or drop to 6. So is it a Circle Circuits Robosub deck? There's a Gengar. Psychic Energy. Shaman drawing 3. What are we playing against right now? Alright. I'm so confused. But whatever. I believe in our opponents. Don't doubt them yet. Okay. Alright, let's see. So there's a Floatstone going down to the Pikachu. Sends in the Robosub like the champ and a pass onto our turn. Alright. So we get a Scorched Earth. We can put that down. We can Ultra Ball, discard the Sycamore. And the Muscle Band? Yeah, seems fine. And with this, we'll grab a Shaman. Come on down, Shaman. Oh, none of them are probably, so that's good. Grab the Shaman. We'll Shaman set up for 3. Yep. Come on, some good cards. What do we draw into? Okay, so we got double fire. We can Acrobike. I almost did it backwards. So Acrobike. Grab the Max Elixir. Okay. We will Max Elixir. Come on, Fire Energy, and there we go. Put a Fire Energy on this guy. We will put down the Flareon EX. Play the Trainer's Mail. Come on, give us something good. Okay, an Ultra Ball. We can grab another Shaman. That's good. We will Scorched Earth, discard the Fire, draw 2 cards, and now we can Blacksmith this turn. Hey, there it is. So Blacksmith, putting 2 Fire Energies on the active. So we got the turn 1 attack off. That's great. So put those there. We will not that one. Flash Fire, move Fire Energy up to this guy. Yeah, and we can Blaze Ball, knocking out the Robosub turn 1. So turn 1, 110. He said Flash Fire plus Max Elixir, nice deck. Thanks, bud. Alright, the only thing that's scary is this Raichu might do a lot of damage. But, so there's a Raichu. It has Circle Circuit, so it does 20 times the amount of bench Pokemon. So that's a little bit scary. But we'll see what happens. We see an Ultra Ball. This might grab another Shaman. So discard the Psychic and a Zoroark. Okay, there's a Zora, so they play Zorak as well, so we have to watch out for that. See Zora coming down, we see a Shaman drawn up to 5, and if we can license up the Shaman, we can take a knockout on the next turn, and maybe win the game that way? Fingers crossed, we'll have to see. But does he have a DC to go into this Gengar? We see a Flowstone going to Zora. He has a DC, he can Dark Corridor, doing 60 plus Poison 70, with the Muscle Band 90? No. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So VS Seeker can grab a Sycamore, or no, Lysander. Oh, don't grab a Lysander, don't do that. So Lysander, bring up Shaman. Oh, the other Flareon, okay. Go to sit up Shaman and just pass. Time Puzzle, okay. Alright, watch, see. So he's going to rearrange top 3 cards and on to our turn. Alright, okay. So we can Ultra Ball, discard the Max Potion of Fire Energy, and with this we can grab another Shaman. Come on down, Mr. Shabe. Now, do we wait for a Floatstone, Muscle Band, or do we just go for another Blacksmith? Yeah, let's go for another Blacksmith. Muscle Band to the active, Fire Energy, Shaman, go to Shaman for 6. Yep. Come on, VS Seeker. Alright, so we got the VS Seeker. There we go. So VS Seeker, grabbing the Blacksmith, we'll put 2 Fire Energies on the active. Is there 2 Fire Energies in the oh man, there's no, oh no, I misplayed. I forgot to Scorched Earth. Alright, but at least we can do this. We can put Fire Energy on the active. We can Max Elixir. Getting Fire Energy on this bench, Flareon. We can Scorched Earth, discard a Fire now. Oh man, I misplayed there. Acrobike. Grabbing a VS Seeker we can use next turn. We will Trainer's Mail. Grabbing a Fighting Fury Belt. Oh, there we go. Now our Flareon's become tanky. So we're going to retreat into the Flareon EX. We'll put a Fighting Fury Belt on the active. And we will Blaze Ball for the knockout. I'm not even sure how much it's doing. 140. So there we go. We go down to 4 price cards. We get a Max Elixir and a Scorched Earth. Okay. And onto our opponent's turn, he sends them a Raichu. And let's see what happens. So there's an Ultra Ball. Going to discard a Ultra Ball and a Robosub. Getting out a Zorak, maybe? Yeah, so there's a Zorak. Okay. So Zorak coming on down. There's an AZ, going to pick up a Shaman, I imagine. Putting the Shaman back down, going to draw 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see, what does our opponent have? There's a Wailord! How do we deal with the Wailord? Okay, so Wailord comes to the active spot all of a sudden. On to our turn. Okay. Okay, so we can Max Elixir. Putting a Fire Energy on this guy. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 200. Which is not a knockout. I wish we had a Lysander. Because he can just stand in, retreat. So that's not good. Let's just go for a Blaze Ball. Let's be conservative. Okay, so we're going to Flash Fire. Move a Fire Energy from this guy to that guy. So that way both Flareons will have some energies. And we will Blaze Ball. There we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 100, 12, sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then plus the 10, so 130. Okay. And this way both our Flareons has fire energies. If only we had the Lysander. We had a Lysander, we could have taken a knockout. I want to say the VS Seeker just in case. He knocks out our Flareon this turn. If he does somehow, then we have a VS Seeker for a Blacksmith for the following turn. So let's see what he decides to do. How many Max Potions have we played? Just the 1. Okay, how many Max Elixir? 3. Okay, so we see Sycamore going to discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. So no AZ, but a DC onto Gengar. So must span onto the Gengar. Okay. So we're going to see 90 from this Gengar. That's for sure. That's for sure is what we're going to see. So stand in, retreat. Does he send up the Wailord or not? That's my question. If he sends up the Wailord, we could knock it out. There's a time puzzle. Going to rearrange top 3 cards of his deck. Alright. And we have 210 HP, which means Gengar's not going to knock us out, so that's good. Because 9, 10 to 190, unless he plays a Xerosic or a Megaphone. So there's a Gengar. He will Dark Quarter, and let's see, does he send in the Wailord or not? That's my question. So 80 from the Dark Quarter. He's going to send him to the Raichu. There you go. That's a smart play. All right. So 90 onto our turn. Lysander. Nope. All right. What to do? Okay, because if we put down another... Okay, so how much Mind Jack's doing? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. And that will knock us out. So let's put down another Flareon. Let's VS Seeker for a Blacksmith. Or do we grab a Sycamore? Let's see. Hold on one second. How many Blacksmiths have we played? That's my question. 1, 2... Let's go for a Sycamore, actually. So that way we can attach more energies. Yeah, so let's go for Sycamore. Play the Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright. So we get a Fire Energy. We got a Max Potion. Ooh. Alright, so what to do? Let's go for a Max Elixir. So no Fire Energies. What's in our... Okay, that's a lot of cards that we whiffed. That's good. Let's 5 Freedom Belt the bench. We'll put a Fire Energy on it, and we'll just take a knockout this turn. I think that might be the correct play. I'm not 100% sure, so 120. He does have to take 6 prize cards, so go down to 3. We'll get a Fighting for your belt. Okay. Here comes a Zoroark. Take 10 damage from poison. And on to our opponent's turn. Alright, let's see what happens. The Zoroark comes down. We need that Lysander. That's what we really, really need right now. Well, not... Yeah, if we had a Lysander... no. Yeah, if we had a Lysander next turn, we should be okay. Because we can move the energy from Flareon to the other Flareon, and Lysander, and take a knockout. So there's a Sycamore. Go discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Is he looking for a DCE? I imagine that's what he's looking for. Let's see what he decides to do. We also have Shaman... Oh, Lysander's in our hand! Oh my goodness! Lysander's in our hand. Okay, so we're good. So Mind Jack's gonna do 130, knock us out. So let's see. We'll send it to Flareon. 3, 6, 9, 10... yeah, there's no way he can knock us out next turn. So we should be okay to do this play. So into our turn, we will... Oh, not that one. We will Flash Fire, move a Fire Energy from this guy to this guy. We'll hold on a second. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then, yeah, so we'll take a knockout for sure onto the Shaman. And we will Blaze Ball, knocking out the Shaman. And this means next turn we can knock out whoever we want to. We even can knock out that Whaler. So take 2 prize cards. Going down to 1 left, there's a VS Seeker and a Fighting for your belt. Okay, so here comes Gengar. Can we knock out Gengar next turn? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We can knock out this Gengar next turn. Alright, so there's a Muscle Band. Going to the Gengar. Oh, a Megaphone! No! Okay. There's a VS Seeker. Okay, grabbing the AZ. He could pick up that Wailord this turn. Oh man, so we pick up that Wailord. And he's going to Dark Quarter to the Wailord. Man, alright, but at least we have VS Seeker for Lysander in our hand. I was hoping he would Dark Quarter for the Gengar, and maybe we'll be able to knock it out this turn. If we top deck a Fire Energy right here. Okay, let's Trainer's Mail. We'll pretend like we don't have it right now. I just want to see something. Blacksmith, that's not going to help us this turn. We'll grab the Blacksmith. Yeah, let's just VS Seeker for Lysander. We'll take the game right now. We could be cute, though, and go for a Blacksmith and then a Blacksmith. Nah. Oh, I'm really tempted to go for this play. Alright, let's do it. Let's Blacksmith. Put 2 Fire Energies onto this to this guy on the bench. Alright. We will Blaze Ball for the knockout. Let's put 2 on these guys. Yeah, we'll give them both Fighting for your belts. Why did I not put on either one of these guys? I'm not sure, but we'll Blaze Ball. Yeah, we'll Blaze Ball, okay. Do it 110. I know it's probably silly. We probably should just Lysander to take the game, but whatever. We're going for some Blaze Ball. We're going to do as much damage as we can with Blaze Ball. Does my opponent have another AZ? There's a Super Rod. How many VS Seekers has he played? 1, 2. Oh, he might have another AZ. That'll make things interesting. So Pikachu coming to his hand. Zoroark. Psychic Energy. Alright, I think regardless... Okay, so this is a VS Seeker. He's going to grab another AZ, pick up that Wailord. We're just going to go for the game next turn. AZ, pick up that Wailord. All we need is energy. We can win next turn. Oh, man. I wanted to win by knocking out the Wailord, but looks like we're not going to be able to. But we should be okay. Alright, hopefully we'll be okay. It'd be funny if we whiff an energy. So, go Flareon. And let's see what happens. Do we get a fire energy or not? There's a Trainer's Mail. So, let's Acrobike. Grabbing the Ultra Ball. Okay. We will Ultra Ball, discard Max Potion, and a Blacksmith. I'm not even sure there's any more fire energies in our deck, but hopefully there is. Hopefully there's a fire energy in our deck. There's DC. Okay, so we should be okay. We'll grab an Entei. Yeah, we'll be able to win. So put down the Entei. VS Seeker for a Lysander. I think we're going to go for that Shaman knockout. Now let's go for that. Let's see. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can knock out a Shaman next turn. Yeah. So let's grab a Lysander. I know, it hurts me to knock out a Shaman. But we'll Lysander with the Shaman. Play the Trainer's Mail. Thank you for matching. Hey, no problem, bud. It was a lot of fun. We'll play the Shaman. Drawing 6. Come on, Shaman. I really just want to knock out a Wailord. There's a Fire Energy DCE, so Fire Energy active. I will say good game, bud. Oh, no, I didn't say good. He wouldn't let us Blaze Ball knock out the Shaman. But there we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Would have won the game. But there it is. The Flareon Entei deck. But we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. And hopefully have some more fun with the deck. We'll see what happens in the next match. Hopefully it's another interesting game. But thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next game. Alright, putting against Grujo 1989, playing a Steel, Dark, and Colors deck. And let's see. Steel, Dark, and Colors. So regardless if it's Steel, we're going to destroy him. And we lost the coin flip. Dang it. But at least we might, like, turn 1, we can do a lot of damage. We'll see what we're playing against first of all. Alright, so we mulliganed. Okay, just fingers crossed we don't start with Shaman. I got a boo-boo my finger. I cut my finger. But we'll see what happens. Alright, they're going to notice we're playing Fire, DCE, VS Seeker. Alright, take number 2. Oh no, we started with Shaman! Alright, but hopefully we can draw into, you know, the Floatstone that we play. That'd be great. We could Fire Energy. No, that doesn't work. Scizor! Alright, so Scizor is weak to Fire. Thank you. Alright, so Fire Energy to the active. And, does he have any more Pokemon? There's a Skyla. Gonna search the deck for a trainer card. Maybe get an Ultra Ball. Okay, Spirit Link. Okay. Gonna put the Spirit Link on the active. Can we get the turn 1 dunk is my question. Oh, just a pass. Alright, so there's an Acrobike. Okay, first off, let's play Scorched Earth. We're gonna Ultra Ball, discard Ultra Ball, and a Fire and Ultra Ball. With this, we'll grab a Shaman. Is the Floatstone in the deck? The Floatstone is in the deck. Alright, so we'll grab the Shaman. We will Shaman, draw 3. Yes. Maybe we should discard the Fury Belt. It's pretty much useless. Alright, well, Max Elixir. Get a Fire Energy on the bench, Shaman. We will Acrobike, look at the top 2 cards of our deck. We'll grab, oh, that's great. So grab the Max Potion. We will Acrobike. Grabbing the Trainer's Mail. Alright. And let's see, what do we get off the Trainer's Mail? We need another Ultra Ball. Maybe we should get the other Ultra Ball. So there's an Ultra Ball. That's good. Okay. We will Scorched Earth, discard the Fire Energy to draw 2. Alright, we're going to Ultra Ball, discard Max Potion and a Blacksmith. With this, we'll grab another Shaman. Okay, so the other, okay, that's good. If the other Shaman was prized, I would have been scared. Put a Fighting Fury Belt on this guy, play Shaman, drawing 4, yes. Alright, let's see, what do we get off the Shaman for? Oh, no, this hand is bad. Alright, so... Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright. We'll just hit our turn. Yep, that was a fail. That was a fail turn. Alright, so onto his turn. Ugh. It was kind of rough. So we see Mega Scizor coming on down. We can still hit it for a knockout. DC Metal Energy is the active. Iron Crusher can knock us out. Another Scizor coming down. Shaman drawing 3. he had all those Pokemon in his hand that he didn't put down. Okay, all right, fair enough. A Zora coming down. Okay, all right, liking it. I'm liking. But he can use this Iron Crusher to knock us out and do 120 damage. Go down to 4 price cards. There's a golden Ultra Ball. Discard a Steel and a Skyfield. Getting a Bronzor. Okie dokie. And there's a Bronzor coming out. We discarded both our max potions, so that's not good. Alright, so he's going to knock out a Shaman, going down to 4. Alright, we'll put up Shaman. And let's see what happens. Do we top deck a Flareon? Alright, so we get an Ultra Ball. So with the Ultra Ball, we can discard a Fighting Fury Belt and a Lysander. Alright, we'll grab a Flareon EX. Put down the Flareon. Put a Fighting Fury Belt. Put down a Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth, discard the fire to draw 2 cards. Trainer's Mail. Okay, we can grab a Sycamore and or the Max Elixir. I think grabbing Sycamore is the better play for sure. So grab a Sycamore. Put it down, and with Sycamore, discard 2 VS Seekers. Draw 7 new cards. Alright, so we get a Floatstone. We get a Max Elixir. We need one more Max Elixir to basically get this. So Max Elixir for Fire. Okay, we'll put that on one of these guys. Well, Trainer's Mail. Can we get another Max Elixir? And we do get another Max Elixir. There we go. So we're grabbing Max Elixir. Put a Floatstone on the active. Oh, we need another Fire Energy as well with this Max Elixir. Oh no, we whipped the Fire Energy. Oh no. Alright, so we'll press done. We'll put down an Entei. Retreat into the Entei. And we'll just pass. Alright, our hand is not great next turn, but if we get a Blacksmith, if we get a Blacksmith or a VS Seeker, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll see what happens. A little bit nervous. We discarded multiple VS Seekers. Yep, we discarded 2 VS Seekers. All of our Shamans are gone. Things are going great right now. They're going fantastic. Well, let's see, what can our opponent do? We can knock out the Scizor next turn. I mean, Flareon has 210 HP, so it's going to be hard for him to knock it out. And we can switch between 2 Flareons. We see a Bronzong coming down. We see a Floatstone going down to the Zora, so that way they rush and retreat. We see a Metal Energy go down to Scizor. Metalinks. Either way, they can knock us out with either. Well, no, this guy has 130. So Iron Crusher doesn't knock us out, but Yellow Thrust doesn't knock us out either. So Sycamore going to discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. Maybe we misplayed about believing the Entei in the active spot because they can't knock us out. There's a Zora coming down. And now let's see what our opponent decides to do. They can use the Iron Crusher to discard a Stadium card. So there, we're going to see an Iron Crusher. Gonna not knock us out. Whiffed it by 1 HP. Alright, we draw to a Blacksmith. We could Flame Screen. Or do we just pass and let Entei get knocked out? Well, that's the question. Yeah, let's just pass. Let's just let Entei get knocked out. We can send the Flareon Blacksmith and start having some fun. Took us a little while, but maybe we can make the mighty comeback. We do have to take 6 price cards, but maybe Flareon can take all 6 of them. Fingers crossed. How many Max Elixir have we played? 1, 2, 3. So there's 1 left in the deck. We probably should have just Blacksmith last turn to get more fire energies out in the field. But we didn't. I don't know why it didn't. Because we could have Blacksmith the Flareon, and then Blaze Ball would have knocked it out next turn. Put down another Flareon, maybe draw to another Blacksmith. There's an Aegislash coming down. Not really worried about that. Metal Energy to the Aegislash. Alright, so they'll go down to 3. There's a VS Seeker. They could grab a Skyla, Birch, or Sycamore. They're going to grab the Skyla. And I wonder what they're going to go for. Maybe another Link to get another Scizor out? We'll have to see. What does our opponent decide to do here? Yeah, I don't know why we didn't play Blacksmith last turn. We definitely should have played the Blacksmith. Put 2 energies on the Flareon, and then we can maybe Blacksmith again this turn if we draw into one. So yeah, that's a mistake on my part. Scizor Spearlink going to this guy. And he's going to knock us out going down to 3. The question is, can we take 6 price cards or not? With this 1 Flareon. I mean, we have 2 Flareons. So maybe the 2 will be enough. And thankfully, they are weak to fire, so that's good. There we go. So Iron Crusher going to knock us out. Okay. 120 damage. Go Flareon. Alright, so time for Flareon to finally see some action. So on our turn, we'll get a DC. We'll play a Blacksmith. Putting 2 fires onto the active. Oh, we don't have any more fires after that. Alright, so fire energy. Blaze Ball do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 220 exactly to knock out this Scizor. I'll put down to the Flareon. And we will Blaze Ball. We could move the energy up to the active. We probably should have moved it to this guy. Yeah, sure. We probably should have moved this fire energy to the other guy, but whatever. Take 2 prize cards. There's a Blacksmith and a Flareon EX. Alrighty. And on to our opponent's turn. Who will he send up? If he sends the Zoroark, we can knock it out next turn. We can switch between the Flareons with the DC as well, which is great. Well, let's see what happens. Does he have a Lysander? If he has a Lysander, he can knock out this Shaman for sure. 3, 6, 9, 10. That's how much damage the Zoroark's doing, so I'm not really worried about that. Let's see, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 12. 13, 14. Yeah, I forgot about the Fighting Free belt. Well, let's see what Grojo 1989 has for us. So Scizor is going to come to the X spot, and on to our opponent's turn. He can't knock us out this turn. The most he can do is 110. We see a Metal Energy go down to Zoroark. We see a Metal Lynx going to patch a Metal Energy to the Zoroark, I imagine. And we could see a Mind Jack this turn. So Metal Energy to the Zoroark. Is he going to Mind Jack this turn, or is he going to attack with Scizor? Let's see what he decides to do. I mean, either way, he's not going to knock out the Flareon. He can't knock out the Flareon. He can knock out either one of these Shamans. But we'll see what he decides to do. We need to draw into a Lysander as well. Have we played a Lysander? We have. So we just need a VS Seeker for the following turn if we knock out the Scizor. Another Zoroark coming down, which means he might Mind Jack this turn because he has 2 Zoroarks ready to go, basically. Let's still go down to the Bronzong. Not sure why he didn't attach this guy. And a Birch. Let's see what this gets him. Tails only getting 4 off the Birch. He didn't believe enough. He didn't risk it enough. And he didn't achieve it. But there was his stand-in. Go to send in the new Zoroark. Alright. Mind Jack doing 100 damage. Not knocking out our Flareon. He gets to live for another day. And on our turn, we get a Trainer Smell. We'll play it. And maybe we can draw to a VS Seeker. Alright. We'll grab the Max Elixir. We'll play it, and I don't know if we have any more fire energies, but let's see. Alright, oh, there's plenty of fire energies. Alright, so put on this guy. We'll put a DC to the active. Retreat the DCE, send up Flareon. Just discarding the DCE, press done. We will, oh, wrong one. We will Flash Fire, move the fire energy. You have to do it every time. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, what's during your turn? I just remembered to say what's during your turn. I forgot about that. But with Blacksmith, putting a fire energy onto this guy. We will Blaze Ball for the knockout. Okay, so 110 damage. Going down to 3 prize cards. We get a VS Seeker, so we could get another Blacksmith next turn. Like we could retreat. Send the Flareon, Blacksmith, and take a knockout. So we see Scizor coming up. And let's see what happens. Alright, so Zoroark coming down. Alright. Bronzor. Let's see, what does our opponent decide to do? So VS Seeker, they could grab another Birch, Sycamore, Skyla, Sycamore. I forgot that the Blaze Ball moves one, Flash Fire moves 1 energy. Skyfield coming down. Sycamore discarding the hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, so Metal Energy going to that guy. He could Metal Lynx once again, attack with the Zoroark, but we can retreat, sit at the Flareon, use the Blaze Ball, move the energy up, and have 2 Flareons ready to go. We see a Metal Energy going down to that guy. Okay. Let's see what else does our opponent have. He could stand in Mind Jack. It doesn't knock us out. And they'll have 2 Flareons ready to go. We have a VS Seeker. Yeah. Oh, we could. We could VS Seeker for a Lysander, take a knockout on the Aegislash, moving the fire energy from this guy to this guy, and that way we can win the next turn no matter what. I think that's the correct play. I don't know why, I almost didn't see that. I almost did not see that, but he's going to probably send the Zoroark, Mind Jack. We can VS Seeker for Lysander, bring up the Aegislash, or the Scizor, doesn't matter. Move a fire energy to Shaman to Flareon, and we can take a knockout and then threaten him with another knockout on this guy. So yeah, we should be able to win this game unless Well, he's already playing a Sycamore, so he needs a red card to disrupt us. So let's see what he decides to do. It just a pass on to our turn? Not even attack. So, whoops. Alright. No, no! Alright, but I was gonna say I'll pass too. He must have misclicked. Whoops. But there you go. We saw the power of Flareon. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new about Flareon and how, it's kind of fun. It's probably not the best deck. It's definitely something to have fun with. And you can kind of see how you can move the energies around, which is pretty cute. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.